look like, you should know it from where you came from. The land that produced you. The land. Don't separate that land from yourself. There are lands that are dark. That are dark. If you're from a dark land where people's life are reduced, start crying. You will know how the destiny of your land when you see your sisters. If you can't see yourself, see your sisters, see your brothers. That is something that made your brothers that way they are. Is the land. Is the land that made your brothers that way they are, that made them behave that in their behavior. Is the land. Your brothers have shared destiny with the land, your sisters, so they are in pain. The land transfer pain to them because every man shared destiny with his land. There are lands that keep men down because they are besieged with witchcraft. So when people have found that land, families, they will be suffering. People believe in the land. The Pharisees said to Nicodemus, he said, why are you identifying with Galilee? He said, go and search in the Bible. Search it. That these people don't produce prophets. So in John chapter 1, he said, can anything good come out of Nazareth? It's because of the nature of Nazareth. Because of the nature of Nazareth, they don't produce great people. And they know Nazarites as people who are good for nothing people. A lot of human beings don't know that there can be evil lands. When I became a preacher, I studied the land where I came from, and I know that the land is with me. So I said, Lord, I'm going to contradict the life of this land willingly. That I started contradicting the life of that land. I said, these are people that doesn't like light. These are selfish human beings. So I made up my mind, I'm going to be a sacrifice. Because they don't like light. I say I'm going to live for light. Made 400 books. They are impatient people. I said I'm going to learn patience. They like money. I took a vow of poverty. They are selfish. I made up my mind not to get married. To contradict the land. Now, when I contradicted them, I severed from them. I willingly broke the link between me and their angels. They don't connect to me anymore. There are lands. If you're here, you're hearing my voice, and the land where you came from don't want rich men. This is the end of you and that land. If you came from a land and they say nobody shall go beyond 40 years, that is the end between you and that land and family. I can't hear a big amen. I said maybe you came from a land, they said nobody wear crown in that land. You're the one that wear crown. So whatever that connected to that land is broken this afternoon. I said it's broken this afternoon. I can hear you say fire. Fire. Every evil that came from your land to you. What sin did Saul commit? Benjamite. Because he's a Benjamite. Young man from Benjamin. Anoshi was worrying Saul at throne because of Benjamin. Before David, before Samuel will come, you can charge Benjamin. You went there with Samuel. Because something was following him. Because somebody from Benjamin should not be a king. And then Saul became a king. Because of land. Don't you see, like when he said fill your horn with your oil, God didn't say go to Jesse first. He said get to Bethlehem of Judah. He mentioned the land. Go to where? He said go to Bethlehem of Judah. That is where you will go. Then he now said go to Jesse. He didn't mention David. He mentioned land, mentioned family. Then these two produce the third. Because the third will be there after the two is counted. After land is counted, family is counted, a boy or a girl must be found. After land, and family. You get to the person you need as the third person. So when I was born, I studied the land, and I made up my mind, I'm already circumcised. I will never live for family interest. Whatever that made that family in my land what they are, I rejected it. And then change came. If you want to change your land and your family, then be opposite them. Write down your paper. I say if you want to change, make up, receive strength to be opposite them. And that is what is bringing me to, don't worry about it, I'm going to stop now on sharing destiny with taking life from the God of your heaven, from the God in your firmament. Taking life from the God in your firmament. Now, a lot of people think it's not that Kennedy. It's not that, it's new. It's new. Taking life from the God where? Now, a lot of people think that Jehovah give life to men. There is no human being that is born from, there is no spirit that God gave birth to. No spirit of man that God gave birth to. All men came from gods who are in their heaven. When God wants to come to you, he passes through the God in your heaven, and come to you. Now it is the God, it is the life of the God in your heaven. It is the stature of the God in your heaven, and the God in your heaven and the elders of that God you put on. Have you ever asked yourself who you resemble? I said, since you were born, have you ever asked yourself who you resemble? Or when I ask you, say you created the image and that is a lie, you're a liar.